The rain and the chill make you shiver just a touch as you step inside. Brass Tacks, your favorite local cafe, is warm and a little muggy from all the folks in here sheltering from the cold and the wet. Hey you, the usual? Your ears perk up as you hear the pretty barista call out to you in particular. You suppress another different shiver and pray that no one else notices your face getting more red than the warmth in here would typically produce. The voice belongs to Poppy. You've been sweet on her for a couple months now, but you've never mentioned it. Don't want to make her uncomfortable, especially not at work, especially not since you're totally fine just being friendly whenever you come in for a drink. You've definitely had some moments where you kind of hoped she might be sweet on you too, but you're not going to push. You stumble on your words more than once, confirming with Poppy that yes, the usual would be nice, thank you, and tuck into your usual little corner booth, where you can see the rain coming down, the lights, and the people on the sidewalk. This is one of the many reasons you love this little spot. It's the perfect combination of cozy vibes, excellent drinks, white noise, and people watching to get your work done. You pop your laptop open and start tapping away, enjoying the extra fuzz that the rain on the road and the windows produces. After a few minutes, Poppy's wavy brown hair comes briefly into view as she delicately and deftly sets your drink and pastry on the table from the massive tray in her arm on her way by. Drink up, sweet thing. Gotta get you warmed up. Your heart is in your throat. You manage the weakest thanks you've ever heard yourself make in your life before she's out of earshot and waves at you as she bustles away with orders for other tables. Maybe you're a bit sweeter on her than you thought. You nibble away at the chocolate pastry a little to calm your nerves before getting back to your project, scooching into the booth a little further so that any distractions aren't in view. You can feel a bit of the chill off of the glass, and now that you're inside and warmed up, it actually makes for a very nice temperature. You spend the next couple hours tapping away at the keyboard, enjoying the gentle, wordless music that Brass Tacks always has playing. Occasionally you'll look up or around at the art on the walls, glancing past the funny jukebox frame the cafe has rigged up around the radio. You take a quick break for a stretch in the washroom, step up to the counter for a refill and a sandwich. You get chatting with Mavis, one of the other baristas you know. Hey, I absolutely adored that show you recommended me a couple weeks ago. If you've got any other recs, you do. I'd love to hear them. I went through all 3 seasons since I chatted with you last. You grab a pen from your bag and write down some titles of other shows you've been watching in your little notebook. Tear out the page and hand it to her. Thanks. I'll have to get the goods from you again in another week and a half. You smile, starting to step away from the counter, when you catch Mavis giving you a look. She glances furtively into the seating of the cafe before beckoning you closer again. Listen, she starts, conspiratorial and giggly. I've seen the eyes you've been making at her. You can feel the flush, hot and prickly, spread through your face in an instant. Oh, keep it together. You're giving roses a run for their money. Shockingly, this doesn't help you. You've been very courteous and respectful about it, which everyone else here really appreciates. What you haven't been, though, is a fly on the walls all the time she's wondered aloud about whether or not you're coming in on a given day. You shake your head, not sure that you heard Mavis correctly. She has, trust me, and she doesn't do that about anyone else. Do what you will with that information, but I didn't think it was worth either of you pining away any longer without at least knowing how things looked from both ends. You can barely hear her over your heartbeat pounding in your ears, and you're suddenly the most desperate you've ever been not to see Poppy as you make your unstable way back to your seat, nearly spilling your drink on a couple of occasions on the way back to your booth. Well, you're certainly not going to get any more work done now. So you spend some time looking out the window at the rain, and the lights, and the people, and then, unfortunately for your heart rate, the reflection of Poppy and Mavis whispering at the counter in the reflection of the window. Mavis is giggling again. Poppy is looking down, focused. Probably listening to Mavis confirm the fact that you've been crushing on her for who knows how long. It's starting to feel like you might need to find another cafe. You tear your eyes away from what you assume will be the end of your regular patronage of brass tacks, tunnel vision dialing you in on your dwindling final cup of whatever it was you ordered when you still had some brain function left. This narrowed field of view is exactly what prevents you from seeing her until she's right up next to you. Brown, wavy hair, and big gray eyes plainly in view, and shy as you look up. Listen, I'm so sorry, you start, before she smiles, shakes her head, and leaves a pristine folded napkin beside your plate, whisking away again, looking back at you over her shoulder as she goes. She's barely out of conversational range when you're flipping the napkin over and flipping it open to see a string of numbers and the words, "Done in 20 if you like. Meet me outside. There's a good Vietnamese place nearby." You read. You read again. You flip the note over, shake your head, and look at Mavis at the counter, who gives you an enormous grin and 2 big thumbs up. And then look back to Poppy. Taking someone's order. Big smile as always. And looking at you out of the corner of her eye. Just as shy and just as hopeful as she was near your table moments ago. 18 minutes later, you're outside the door, jacket on, umbrella up, heart racing on the verge of hyperventilation as she steps out the front door to meet you. "Hey, sweet thing." I take it that's a yes? You nod. Of course you nod. She smiles, holds onto your jacket, gets up on her toes, and, well, you already know the rest, don't you?